The mother was playing a game with her two children, but when they heard the sound of the door lock turning, the three of them immediately stood in a line, raised their hands, and waited for inspection. After making sure the children had not broken any of his rules, the father took out 2 oat bars as a reward. The mother, who didn't get a reward, looked terrified, even crying in fear.
Du weißt doch, dass du nicht vor den Kindern weinen sollst, Lina.
The two children watched their mother being punished by their father, but showed no reaction. That night, Lena gathered her courage and escaped. She saw a car passing outside the woods, and tried to ask the people inside for help, but was unfortunately hit by the car. When Lena was put into the ambulance, her daughter suddenly appeared beside her, and calmly told the doctor her mother's name and blood type. The ambulance soon arrived at the hospital. After Lena was sent into the operating room, the daughter was left alone in the lobby. Nurse Ruth was assigned to take care of her, but to her surprise, the girl instinctively spread out her hands when she saw her. Ruth took the girl to the lounge and found her a warm sweater. The girl said her name was Hannah. She thought the driver who hit her mother was not at fault. Although he fled the scene, she believed it happened because her mother was always clumsy. Ruth asked Hannah if her mother was an alcoholic. Hannah shook her head and said her mother could only drink water and had to drink 1.5 liters every day. It was one of the rules they had to follow. The rules were very important, but sometimes her mother forgot them. Ruth immediately realized there was something very wrong with the family. She found some crayons and paper to guide Hannah into talking more about her home. When Ruth learned Hannah had a younger brother, she asked for their address so she could bring him too. But Hannah firmly refused and drew 2 pitch-black windows on the paper. She said the windows in their house were sealed shut. The air inside was thin, and they relied on a recycling oxygen machine to breathe. The siblings' food was only milk and oatmeal, and their mother couldn't even drink milk. Ruth understood how serious the situation was. She tried again to ask for the address, but Hannah said she couldn't answer. Meanwhile, Lena had complications during surgery. The blood type Hannah told the doctors was wrong, which caused a severe rejection reaction. The police, learning this, were puzzled and wondered why Hannah lied. A psychologist arrived at the hospital. Together with the police, he tried to get more information from Hannah. When she saw them, Hannah's first reaction was still to stretch out her hands. She told the police this was to make sure she had nothing in her hands that could hurt anyone, and this was one of her father's rules.